Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis. Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Happy Thursday morning to you. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Welcome back to CBT News. Let's get started with today's top stories.
The Federal Trade Commission defended its new rule regulating dealership advertising and finance and insurance practices, known as the Combating Auto Retail Scams Rule, in a filing with the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The FTC argues that the rule is necessary, lawfully developed, and beneficial to society despite dealer burdens. The National Automobile Dealers Association and Texas Automobile Dealers Association challenged the rule, citing procedural issues and insufficient evidence of its necessity. The rule, which mandates clear vehicle pricing and explicit customer consent for additional charges, has been delayed pending the case outcome. The FTC contends that the Dodd-Frank Act allows a more flexible standard for such regulations and dispute claims of inadequate evidence and flawed cost-benefit analysis. The Fifth Circuit has set a June 13 deadline for further responses. According to Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares, Jeep plans to introduce a $25,000 all-electric model in the U.S., quote, very soon. This move aligns with the broader automotive industry's push for more affordable EVs amid slowing sales growth. Tavares highlighted that the new model will leverage the expertise from selling the cost-effective Citroën ec3 in Europe. This announcement follows complaints from U.S. dealers about a lack of budget-friendly options and comes as Jeep's U.S. sales have declined 14% this year. Additionally, Tavares emphasized the company's commitment to maintaining high profit margins while expanding its EV lineup. General Motors has unveiled the entry-level 2025 Cadillac Optiq electric vehicle set to be priced starting at $54,000. This compact crossover, Cadillac's fourth electric vehicle, will hit the market later this year following the launch of the Lyriq, Celestiq, and Escalade IQ. The Optiq, to be sold in North America, China, and Europe, aims to make EVs more accessible with its affordable pricing. The vehicle boasts a sleek design, a 33-inch diagonal LED display, and GM's Super Cruise hands-free driving system. It offers a 300-mile range, 300 horsepower, and 354 pound-feet of torque, and will be manufactured at GM's Ramos Arizpe plant in Mexico. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has issued an urgent warning for owners of nearly 84,000 older Nissan vehicles equipped with unrepaired Takata airbags to immediately stop driving them due to a severe safety hazard. This alert follows Nissan's announcement on Wednesday advising against driving specific Nissan Senatras, Nissan Pathfinders, and Infiniti QX4s that were recalled in 2020 but remained unfixed. NHTSA emphasized the dire risk of Takata airbag inflators that can explode, causing fatal injuries. Additionally, Nissan dealers are offering free towing, mobile repairs, and loaner vehicles to affected owners. This recall is part of the largest auto safety callback in history, involving over 100 million inflators and linked to more than 30 deaths and 400 injuries worldwide. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Len Balavia, founding partner of the law firm Balavia Black, also known as DealerLaw.com, to discuss how the FTC's non-agreement ban may impact dealers.
Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis.
Where did all of this come from? Why did the FTC decide to look at this now and change the rules?
Well, it's interesting because the FTC has put out numbers that I don't even know how they could prove these figures, but they claim that 100 million workers, employees, are subject to written non-compete agreements. Now, these are not recorded documents like a deed or something related to a real estate transaction. So how they came up with that figure is a mystery. I've seen other estimates to be 50 million. I think it's really just to create the impression for their narrative to say, there's time for a change. And those that oppose this are saying, look, non-competes are vital
Yeah.
Now, we, as lawyers in law school, the professor always says, well, if you work for Kentucky Fried Chicken in their food laboratory, do you think it's fair that they should sign a non-compete?
Yeah.
I mean, look at people who work in the White House.
Yeah.
And they leave and then they write these, damning books about what happened in the White House. Is there a legitimate interest to protect the confidential information and prevent people from competing, utilizing the information that they learned from someone who paid them, presumably an awful lot of money over a long period of time, and they have a business interest at protecting. So it's not any, you can debate both sides of this.
Sure.
But why did this happen now? I think, the nature of the current administration is to cater to the rank and file, so to speak, more than the corporate America. But the debate is that corporate America has a legitimate interest in preserving the integrity of their proprietary information, and not have an employee who's benefited greatly over a long period of time go out and steal all or poach employees and poach business records and customer lists and all the things that could put a real hurting on an employer if those things are not protected.
Well, that does it for us. Thanks for watching. I'm Cheyenne Malone.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.